Hi, fourth graders. You have another character plot and theme worksheet. It's not the same as the one from the other day. It's a different story. It still goes with your story of the week cliffhanger. So I'll read the bullets. It says the characters are the people or sometimes the animals in the story. The plot is a storyline or series of events that show characters in action. A plot begins when a character has a problem or a conflict. The problem builds up during the rising action, is met at the climax, and comes to an end during the resolution. The theme is the big idea of the story. The directions say read the following passage, then fill in the chart below. As the summer sun was setting, a small bird, a killdeer, gathered food for her chicks. Her nest at the edge of a soccer field was perfectly located. Swarms of grasshoppers, the perfect bird food, buzzed over the field. Suddenly, the killdeer heard a rustling sound. She flew into the air. From above, she spied the neighborhood calico cat, body pressed to the ground, creeping toward her baby birds in her nest. The killdeer flew toward the cat, dropped her wing to the ground as if it were broken, and started shrieking. The cat turned away from the nest and slithered toward the mother. As the bird led the cat away from the nest, she struggled to keep free of its sharp claws. Now, 100 feet from her nest, the bird's wing suddenly healed and she flew into the sky. And now it's going to ask me the questions about the goal, the action, the climax, the resolution, and then the theme, since that was the directions in our story. So it's the problem, the goal. The killdeer searches for, and it seems like maybe some of you didn't put a complete sentence since they gave us a story starter there. The sentence starter. The killdeer searches for, and we're going to go back to the story. And one of the very first things, her goal or the problem was that she heard that rustling sound. So the killdeer searches for what is making a rustling sound. And I don't want a capital because I'm not starting a sentence, I'm finishing the sentence. So I just need a period at the end. The rising action, the killdeer. So that's part of the problem builds up during the rising action. So she finds out what the rustling sound is. And what does she do? It says she flew into the air, and from above she spied the neighborhood calico cat, body pressed to the ground, creeping toward her baby birds in the nest. The killdeer spies a calico cat creeping toward her baby birds in her nest. Now remember, I can always just pull that middle square to make that longer. And I don't want that to be a capital. And I need a period at the end. I can't tell if I actually put one there or not. Nest. There we go. The climax. So the killdeer flew toward the cat, dropping her wing to the ground as if it were broken and started shrieking. So that's the biggest part right there. She's pretending to be injured so that the cat chases her instead of chasing the baby bird. So the killdeer, I'm going to use the same words, flew toward the cat, dropped her wing to the ground like it was broken, and started shrieking. And again, I don't want that F to be capital and flew since I'm finishing the sentence. I can always make this a little bit longer. All right. And I can also pull this up a little bit. There we go. So now it's on the lines. Same thing with this. So it's on the lines. You can actually see the words. All right. And it says, what was the resolution? So how did she solve her problem? As the bird led the cat away from the nest, she struggled to keep free of its sharp claws. Now 100 feet from her nest, the bird's wings suddenly healed and she flew back into the sky. So the killdeer led the cat away from the nest, and her wing suddenly, now we know that there was nothing really wrong with her wing, healed, and she flew back to her nest. She was just pretending that her wing was broken so that the cat would come after her. And I'll pull that up a little bit like that so we can see the words. Maybe I'll do it a little bit more. There we go. And I don't want that L to be capital since I'm finishing the sentence. So the resolution, the killdeer led the cat away from the nest, and her wings suddenly healed, and she flew back to her nest. What do you think the theme of the story is? So, what was the big idea? You could have quite a few answers here, but one possible answer, the theme could be protect your family at all costs. Another theme could be make that a little bigger so you can see it. The theme could also be, well, I said the theme could be protect your family at all costs. A theme could also be um, sometimes when things look too easy, they are really more difficult. And I'm thinking about there with the bird and the cat. So the cat thinks that the bird is easy prey because her wing is broken, but really she was tricking him. So it was just more difficult. So you can really think about anything for your theme as long as you can explain it. And then number 6 says list the characters in the story. And the characters were the mother bird and the calico cat. Remember, characters don't always have to be people. All right, hope that helps.